Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm showing you a flip through of my Barcelona travel album, and this is video 5 of my whole Barcelona travel album series here on my YouTube channel. And if you're interested in seeing all the process videos to this album here, then you can click below. I have it all linked for you. So I used this green 6x8 album, and I really like the pattern here on the inside, and you will later see that I made matching journaling cards for it, and it looks a little bit like a city map, and I think it was very fitting to this particular trip that we did. I started my album with a transparency, and it has gold foil on it and this little sun here. And in the middle I used black vinyl and cut it out with my silhouette with the title and the dates. And in Photoshop I made it a little bit round, just like the circle here, so I think it looks so cute in here. And then I often start my travel album with this chipboard letter, and it's always the first letter of the place or city that we went, so B for Barcelona. And as a backdrop I used this black and white map that I brought from the trip, because I think everything else would be a little bit messy as a background. And you can also see it in the process video. On the back I made a full page collage of a few photos from the trip. They are just random ones that kind of give the feeling of how it really was. And then I found this wood veneer piece here in my stash that really matched well. And as an introduction I made this little insert here. This was a journaling card, and this craft paper is actually from a packaging, and you can also see it has also this little map pattern. And in this pocket here I have just a journaling card. This is a printable from a creative bubble, and I also have my boarding passes in here. And I started each day with a pattern paper, so these are always my daily dividing pages because I have documented this trip chronologically. So for each day I have a large pattern paper, and then I hand stitched this little vellum pocket, and you can find a 3x4 journaling card in here that has the journaling kind of an overview for the whole day. And on top I used these little sun pieces, and I also used black vinyl, just like in the front, to cut out the dates from the day. And for the back I always chose one full page photo that I liked the most, or maybe just looked the best in full page, and I embellished it always with the same combination of embellishments. And then I started the documenting of the day also chronologically, so from the morning to the evening. And I used these 4x6 journaling cards to have my journaling throughout the day. And I used the digital file from this, and as you can see the pattern really matches this one. I really love it. And I used Photoshop to color the journaling cards and to kind of have my days color coded. So the first day will have this green color, and you will later see where it also pops up. And all the other days have then just one other color, and I really like this cohesive and color-coded look. I also have a few of ephemera pieces in this album, so I go further with different photos. You know, this was from the flight, then checking into the hotel. This card here is from the hotel we stayed in. And sometimes I used my ephemera to just really punch holes and put it into this album. And I also used it to make these little tag pages here. So in one of the travel kits that I had, there were little plastic tags here with quotes or different things on it. And I used it as an inspiration to also cut out my ephemera pieces and put it in this little 2x2 page protector. And what I also did on this day, I created these little tags here to just document the weather and temperature, and also how many steps we were doing each day. And in this case I only had 8 pieces, so I cut down my page protector and then I just added this little tag here. And as you can see, I used then green things or just colored the things here green, so it really matches my journaling cards. And on the back, I added a little bit of pattern paper where I thought it was needed, and it's also a very cute cohesive look. So I had different length of journaling for each day, so sometimes you will find 2 journaling cards or 3, or maybe sometimes even just 1. It was just different, so I wrote down the other journaling on this card and put it in here. Then to mix things up, I used another insert with kind of a nearly full page photo, and I really love the combination of inside and outside the page protector. And then I also added this little tab and embellished it with vellum pieces. And sometimes if I was running out of photos, or sometimes the number of photos does not match your page protectors, I just used little filler cards from my stash and from the travel kits. Also, my other embellishment is really light, so I had these white paper stripes, and then I sometimes edit it onto photos, but lots of the photos are just plain. And I really don't think they need so much more, because these are travel photos from adventures and good weather, and it's sunny, and look at these colors. I mean, that is just enough for me. Moving on to the next day, it also starts the same, this time with another pattern paper and also another journaling card, this time in this yellowish color. On the back, again, a full page photo and a little bit of embellishments here. And I really love how this card here from the hotel matches the color of my journaling card. So on the second day we had a little beach day, and these are always my favorite photos because you have a lot of blues and the beigey yellow from the beach. Here I also had one of these chipboard pieces left, so I added them on a full page photo. Oh, I always got a iced coffee on the beach, so yummy. I really love it when you have good drinks and food at the beach. Here's another journaling card. This day is then color coded in this peachy color. More full page photo of the Sagrada Familia. The inside looks so great. It's really worth a visit. Then also my little tag page here with a little bit of ephemera. So we rented a beach umbrella, so these were the kind of things you get when you rent them, and also from the restaurant that we went to the night. And just the regular documenting steps and the weather, and then filling it with little other bits and pieces and these plastic tags. More photos from the Sagrada Familia, and then ending the day with our dinner and a little filler card, and also this piece here from the restaurant. Then day 3, also pattern paper journaling card, little sun, full page photo with this amazing view and the embellishment. This card was also from our hotel, and I really like the colors and the font. They did really cute cards. This day was color coded in this pink color here, and on this day we stayed on the rooftop. They had a little pool area there and really good drinks also, like my coffee and little juice. Finding little shells. Ah, the water was so great. The water was so great. We had a little bit of waves, but it was so fun, and it really looks good, like having the turquoise and blue, then the white and the beige. Yeah, I really like the colors. On this day I had just a few pieces from ephemera, so this little collection here is pretty small, just 4 pieces. And then I added this little card here, also from the hotel, and because there was nothing on the bag, I just used little leftover map that I had. More journaling for the day, and then also dinner. And I have this map here because this was really a funny story, and I'm really happy that I documented it within my journaling, there was a bike race through the city, and it really interfered with our evening plans because you could not use like buses, and you know, some streets were closed, so that was a little good story. The next day also starting pen and paper journaling card, and this little sun here. Again, on the back a full page photo, also a view over the city with this little embellishment pieces, and this day was then color coded in this orange color. And on this day it rained a little bit, so we had to postpone our plans and, you know, having a long breakfast instead. More photo enlargements, and I also like to just play with the photos. Here you can see we have a view over the city, but the focus is on the raindrops here on the window, so you can really not see the view but the raindrops, and this is what my story is a little bit about. So I wrote in my journaling that it rained, and it was still hot, and it was so annoying that it rained because we hadn't had any, you know, umbrellas with us, because this was supposed to be a summer vacation, but it was fine. We just went instead. But it was fine. We just went outside and, you know, got a little wet, but we really wanted to explore the city more. And we went to this hill here and had a really nice overview of the city, but you can see the clouds here. More journaling on the journaling card. This cute card here from the hotel. It was really a great hotel for memory keepers because they had so many cards. And on this day I had really a lot of ephemera pieces and even additional photos. So this was the first day where I decided not to include more of these large page protectors, but to use the photos here in this little 2x2 size here. And here you can see this is a similar pattern that you saw, I don't know, 2 or 3 days ago, and I also messed this up. So this is also the other way around because I had the holes on the different side, but I really like the craft paper with the white on it. Here you can see the gray clouds were gone and we had sunshine again. This day is blue color coded, and I really like that the colors also match my photos. They are very summery. More enlargements as always. And this could have been a 3x4 card, I think, because I did not fill up all the journaling, but it's fine. And I really didn't want to change up the size of the card and have it just always a 4x6. More 2x2 tags. And this cute picture here from the beach. This time we only had a stroll in the evening, and ending the day with yummy pizza. So we're coming slowly to an end of this album. This was the last like real vacation day. Here I also used a little vellum piece because I ran out of these plastic pieces. Having a day at the pool, at the rooftop, and this was just so aesthetic. Having the towel and my sunscreen and also this menu card. More journaling for the day, and then afterwards we just explored the city a little bit more. Having good food and ice cream. And on this photo enlargement I put on this gigantic vellum piece. And this time I stapled it. It's just a little bit flimsy, but I think it's fine. And also my little tag page here. And this is the last day on this vacation. It was the day we flew home, so I did not have a pretty photo to put on the back here, so I just used additional pattern paper. Then I have this little craft pocket here, also from my stash, and I have my boarding passes and then this little tag here, and on the back I have journaling, and I'm really just reflecting a little bit on this journey because the journaling for the flight is here in the front. So on this 3x4 card I have written down, okay, we went to breakfast, then to the airport, stuff like that. And this is just, the journaling here is less facts and more feelings. And to end my album, I have additional photos here from the way back, and then this vellum filler card. And that was my album. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I really hope you also enjoyed all my process videos that I made for this album. If you're interested, they are linked below, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!